Hello there, it's Ros from Oracle Card Academy and welcome to our channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use Oracle cards for beginners, and I'm going to show you how to do it in 6 really simple steps. So let's start with step 1. So step 1, before you start to shuffle the cards, before you choose a card, before you do anything with the cards, it's so important that you give yourself a moment to connect with the cards. So step 1 is connect, and what that means is to bring your cards to your chest. So right in the center of your chest with what we call your heart center. Closing your eyes and imagine that all of the parts of you are moving into your heart center so that you're becoming really focused in your heart. And just take a couple of lovely inhalations and exhalations of breath. And now from your heart center, I'd like you to imagine that you are sending love and all the things that love means to you from your heart all the way through the cards, so that you're warming them with the energy of love and what love means to you. And allowing that energy of love and all that love means to you to go through your cards, and imagine it going out into your own life, filling it with positivity and sparkles and all good things. And then allowing that energy to go out into the universe. And now I'd like you to bring your energy back into your heart center and just dip your chin slightly so that when you open your eyes, you're opening your eyes to your body. It's so important that when you come back from any kind of visualization, meditation, kind of experience where you've gone outside of yourself, to really come back to your body. So opening your eyes. Fantastic. That's step 1. Let's go on to step 2. So step 2 is something that, again, is really important for you to do before you start using the Oracle cards, before you start shuffling, before you start picking cards. I know it's tempting, and there's a reason that you love Oracle cards. There's a reason that you want to get into the cards. But if you can ask the right question before you choose a card, it's going to provide you with so much amazingly accurate guidance. I believe that your Oracle card readings, the answers and the guidance that you receive can only ever be as good as the question that you ask. So step 2 is question. Connect is step 1. Question is step 2. So question is, what do you want to ask? Well, what I recommend you do as a beginner is to ask our go-to question. Oracle Card Academy, we've got a go-to, which is a question you can ask every single day, which your Oracle cards can answer. And that go-to question is, how can I bring the most positive energy into my life today? So how can I bring the most positive energy into my life today? You're ready with that question. So you've done step 1, step 2, and now we're going into step 3. So step 3 is shuffle. You've got your question, the cards are in your hand, you're going to shuffle. There are loads of different ways of shuffling. You can shuffle like this. You can shuffle with the cards so that you don't have to stretch your hands quite as much. You can shuffle by laying your cards out in different sized piles, which I like to call the chunk shuffle, and then just dividing them up like that. Or you can shuffle by just putting the cards out like that and then picking up a clump, pushing them down, putting them on top. You can be as creative as you like with shuffling Oracle cards. You can even put them all out on the table like that if you want to, if your OCD will allow. My OCD does not allow. I like to shuffle like this. So that's your next step, is to shuffle. Now let's move on to step 4. So once you've shuffled, it's now time to choose. And all the time you're shuffling, you're thinking about your go-to question. How can I bring the most positive energy into my life today? Now again, choosing a card can be done in lots of different ways. You can lay all the cards out like this and just run your finger along and pull a card out that feels good to you. Or you can choose a card by splitting the deck, which is the way that I like to do it. So I'll hold the cards in my left hand, and then with my right hand, I'll pull my thumb up the side of the deck, and then I'll just get to a point where I want to separate the deck. And the card which is in my right hand is the chosen card. And when you're doing this, it's just really good to know that you can only get the right card. I think when you're a beginner, you worry about, I might have picked the wrong card. Am I doing it right? You can only get the right card with oracle cards, and that's part of what's lovely about it. The universe will always get the right message to you. So that's step 4. Let's look at step 5. So step 5 is take in the card, right? So you've chosen the card, put the card in front of you and take in the beauty of the whole card. You can read the words, but what I'd love you to do is to take in the picture. So you can see in this card, although on the surface it appears to be a very simple picture, you've got a symbol here of a woman. You have lovely hair. You have hands outstretched. You have lotus leaves here, or a flower of some kind. You've got a background here, which could be the sun shining. The next step is for you to take in the beauty of the card and just ask yourself and allow yourself to be drawn to a symbol or a shape in that card that speaks to you the most. And you do that by just looking at the card. So once you've chosen the card and then you've allowed yourself to take in the beauty and you've looked at the symbol, it's then time for you to go to the next step, which is step 6. So step 6 is, what does that mean to me? Which symbol are you drawn to? And what does it mean to me? So as I look at this card and I ask myself the question, how can I bring the most positive energy into my life today? What I'm drawn to is her mouth. She's smiling. She looks so happy. She's got a real kind of feeling of like celebration, like she's been reborn in some way. She has a real sense of kind of like childlike wonder. She looks renewed and she's smiling. Her mouth is what I'm drawn to the most. Now, what does a mouth mean to me? And that's the question to ask yourself. What does a mouth mean to me? Or if you're drawn to her hair or the flower or her hands, what does that symbol mean to me? Because that's how you're going to get your personal message from every single oracle card, just for you. Personal message which the universe wants to deliver to you. So her mouth speaks to me the most. What does that mean to me? Well, she's smiling. She looks happy. She's celebrating what is. She's not looking for anything when I look at her. She's not wanting for anything. She's enjoying exactly where she is at that moment in time. And she's smiling. She's content. She's happy. So how can I bring the most energy into my life today as I begin to explore what the smile means to me? For me, that's about enjoying where I am, smiling and appreciating everything that I already have. So that's step 6. Now, if you would like, hope it didn't make you jump then, if you would like an advanced step, then let's talk about an additional step that you can take, which will really help you to get amazing guidance from your oracle cards, and that's step 7. So I know that I said I'd show you in 6 steps, and I have shown you in 6 steps, but I want to put this in for you because this is something you can begin to think about. So step 6 is all about, what does that symbol mean to me? Step 7 is, what can I do about it? Okay, so let's go back to the example that I shared with you just a moment ago. The symbol or the shape that speaks to me the most in this card is her smiling face. And that meant to me enjoying and appreciating and valuing where I am now. Now, what can I do about that? Step 7 is, what can I do? What can I actually do to apply that, rather than just kind of like, oh yeah, that's what it means, which is what can often happen with oracle cards. Right, what can I do about that? How can I really put that guidance into action in my life? Now, for me, it's something to explore and something to think about and develop. The pointer that I would give you is something small. It really does want to be something small, because the small things are the things which we can easily do. The small things are the things that we want to do, and they have so much lasting energy. I think steady and slow wins every time. I think the small things build up and they're like lovely little, I don't know, cumulative energy beams that all come together and create something wonderful. So what can I do about what the smile means to me? What can I do about really enjoying a feeling of appreciation and valuing what I have? Well, for me, that's about stopping working this afternoon and making a cake. I'm always on to the next thing. I always want to do more. I get excited about what I do and I want to do more and more. And I just need to learn to take moments just to stop and do something that I enjoy and appreciate what I have. And appreciation of what I have is having time to do something like make a beautiful cake. So that's what I'm going to do. And it can be as abstract as that. It can be as kind of seemingly unrelated because it's personal, because it's what the symbol means to you, which is your personal message. And it's also what you can do about what that symbol means to you. So I hope that you enjoyed this video where I explained to you how to use oracle cards for beginners with 6 easy steps. I've listed them all in the description for you, and try that 7th step as well, because really applying it to your life is really a powerful way of manifesting with oracle cards. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and check out the next video that I've got coming up for you.